Hi, hello, my name is Gomer Joseph. I hope you've all been having a great day so far. Welcome back to another True Crime Tuesdays video. If you are new, I welcome you. Today, I'll be discussing a requested case of the mysterious case of LaVena Johnson. As I researched this case, I found it to be extremely sad but very disturbing. The military is to protect this nation and help us keep our freedoms. LaVena was part of the military, but it seemed like the military did not want to protect her. Now, I encourage you all to do your own research with this case and not just look at my video for all of the information. Here we go. LaVena Johnson was born on July 27th in 1985 in Florissant, Missouri, to parents John and Linda Johnson. LaVena had 4 siblings. She had a sister named Lakeisha and brothers John, Javance, and Jermaine. LaVena grew up in a close-knit family. She was known to be intelligent. LaVena was a straight A honor roll student. She was musical. She played violin. LaVena was athletic. She ran marathons. She was known to be disciplined, mature for her age, giving, independent, and after high school, she joined the Army, following in her father John's footsteps. And she really joined the Army because she wanted to help pay for college on her own. On July 17th of 2005, LaVena is 19 years old at this point, and she calls her parents like she would do on a daily basis. While she's calling her parents, she explains that she will be coming back home earlier than expected. She will be able to make it back home for Christmas, and she asked her family not to decorate the tree without her. She also spoke about how she was getting ready to go ahead and start this new job, and she ended the call telling her parents goodbye. What LaVena's parents did not realize is that this was the last time they would ever hear from their daughter again. A couple of days later, on July 19th of 2005, this is 8 days before LaVena's 20th birthday. I forgot to mention, LaVena was stationed in Iraq. On that day, LaVena's parents were suddenly woken up, and it was really early in the morning. And when they looked out of the window to see who was outside, just on their doorstep, they did see a soldier standing outside of their house. When that happens to the families in the military, that is never a good sign. Of course, LaVena's parents, they answer the door, they ask what's going on, and the soldier breaks the news to her parents that LaVena is no longer living. This absolutely breaks the heart of LaVena's parents and the rest of LaVena's family. But that's not even the worst part. What they didn't expect was for the soldier to tell them that LaVena passed away due to her taking her own life. Eventually, it would be explained as to quote-unquote why LaVena took her life. Supposedly, she had this boyfriend, and I don't think that her loved ones heard anything about a boyfriend, and supposedly she was heartbroken after they broke up, and that is why she took her life. But the thing is that LaVena's family was not buying this story at all, especially since there was no sign of depression. Though LaVena entered, the military after high school, and I can imagine that being in the military can be a bit stressful, according to her loved ones, she expressed how much she loved being in the military. She had plans, she had career plans after college. And once again, she told her family, just a couple days before that she was looking forward to being back home soon, for Christmas. So with all of that, it just made no sense as to why LaVena would even take her life. Eventually, the funeral would take place. For some reason, I don't know how, military funerals are supposed to be done or how they're usually done, but the family was told to have a closed casket funeral. But LaVena's family wanted an open casket funeral. During the funeral, Lakeisha, who was LaVena's sister, she went off. According to the family, Lakeisha just noticed how bruised up LaVena's face was, and she was 100% certain that LaVena did not take her own life. Later on, an autopsy would be done, and it was inconsistent with the claim that LaVena took her own life. According to the autopsy, it was determined that she was beat up, and what's really disturbing is that there were like chemicals on like her private parts, and the theory is that the chemicals were used to cover up that LaVena was assaulted. What really blew my mind was that there were no fingerprints on the gun she supposedly took her life with. Like, how in the world are you going to go ahead and take your own life with a gun, but your fingerprints are not on the gun? Because what I did not mention before was that, the claim was that LaVena used this gun and she just put the gun in her mouth. But according to the autopsy, the gun was not, placed inside of her mouth, but it was pointed at the left side of her head. But she was, she was right-handed. It was also revealed that there were bloody footprints outside of where LaVena was found. But how in the world do you take your life and then, because I don't think these are LaVena's footprints, but like, how in the world does somebody like have their life taken, but then there are just these bloody footprints like outside? The family would find out that the day that LaVena most likely had her life taken was that she got off of work between 4 to 5 p.m. There were these claims that she met and hung out with a male soldier afterwards, but the family was told by people who LaVena knew in the military that when they tried knocking on her door, she wouldn't answer, and they reported LaVena missing. That's really all of the information I could find about LaVena's case. So to this day, like, her family continues to fight hard to get the answers as to what exactly happened to LaVena the day that she passed away. So if you're watching this video and you have any information at all, like, please be a snitch. Like, let your voice be known and, call the proper authorities so that, we can figure out exactly what happened here all those years ago. If LaVena were alive today, then she would have been 38 years old. Those who are responsible for her life being taken so soon, I do pray that they would repent of their sins and trust in Jesus Christ alone to save them. That way, they would just have no peace in their conscience, and that they would just pretty much, confess to what they have done and provide justice. As for LaVena's family, I know that they miss her each and every day. She had so much life ahead of her, and her loved ones were robbed of spending so many precious memories with her. My prayer is that God would comfort LaVena's family, that he would provide them with the answers that they have been searching for all these years, and that they would seek God. The God that I serve, the God of the Bible, is a God of justice. He knows exactly who is responsible for what happened to LaVena and will make sure that justice is served. I thank you all for taking the time in your day to watch this video. If you did like this video, please feel free to hit the like button. If you have any thoughts about this case at all, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more videos from me, please feel free to subscribe and click the bell to be notified about the next video. If there is a certain true crime case that you'd like me to cover, go ahead and let me know. I will see y'all for next True Crime Tuesdays, and I will talk to y'all later.